Here's some more on the washer front.
A family in Fresno is now in utter disbelief.
That's after its washer suddenly exploded mid-wash. The force from the blast sent stuff flying and damaged pretty much everything around it. Fox 26, your hometown News Connection reporter Amisha Ramsey spoke with the family. She says it's warning people now about the danger it faced in the laundry room.
I'm standing about 10 feet away where Gabriel Ortega says his washing machine exploded in the laundry room. Take a look at this. It's dented up, banged up, as if someone took a sledgehammer and went to work. Now, the family says, what would have happened if someone was in the room when this thing exploded?
It happened without warning.
It sounded exactly like an explosion. I thought a car was coming through the house, and it freaked us all out.
Gabriel Ortega took this video after he heard a loud explosion.
Had to come around the house and go in through the garage just to see the damage of what had happened, and this is what we found.
From these pictures, you can see why he's thankful none of his family members was close by. Pieces of the washer caved in, while others went flying.
Metal and plastic that were just flung across the entire room, so if anyone was in there, they could have got seriously hurt.
Gabriel's stepfather, Mark Salcido, bought the Samsung top-load washer machine about 2 years ago and called them about the problem.
All the parts flying, the shelving came off, that flew.
They said they sent out notices. I told them we never received one. There was nothing on paper that this product was doing this, and we seen on YouTube what was going on.
They found out the same thing happened to other people, and the washer was recalled by Samsung.
No one would have ever thought that you can do a simple load of laundry and there could be a possible chance of serious injury.
The company says it is willing to pay for a new washer and replace the dryer, but the family says it has no faith in their product.
This is some of the damage on the wall where there was once a shelf. Now I'm told that the washer top flew over to my left and hit that shelf where it fell down, and it could have hit someone in the face if they were standing in this area. It's a tight space, and some of the wall damage over here is being looked at by an insurance adjuster just to give them an idea how much the damage is going to cost to repair. In Fresno, Amisha Ramsey, Fox 26, your hometown News Connection.
Now, Fox 26 reached out to Samsung, but so far we've not received a response.
A Valley woman says her Whirlpool washing machine exploded.
The impact was so strong it actually left holes in the walls. Luckily, no one was in the laundry room when it went off.
Team 12's Kevin Kennedy has the details right now. You'll see on just one station. Kev?
Almost all of us have had that moment when you hear that loud clanging in the laundry room. You race in to see your washing machine bouncing around like a pinball. Well, something like that happened to Debbie Douglas. What happened next, though, you have to see to believe.
When you live in a house with two kids, you do a lot of laundry. A couple of weeks ago was one of those days.
Not a big load at all. A few towels, few t-shirts, shorts, what have you.
Problem is, Debbie Douglas hasn't done a load since. She has a good reason.
Nobody has seen anything like this.
You see her washer.
They hear a loud boom.
Basically exploded.
To see what we saw was really shocking.
See for yourself. This is what's left of her washing machine.
You could still see some of my laundry that we just can't get out of the machine.
The circular drum no longer round and no longer inside. The top blown off. The circuit board on the floor, part of the washer melted.
When I spoke with Whirlpool and told them I think a bomb went off, they kind of laughed.
Nothing to laugh about the shrapnel piercing holes in the wall and ceiling.
Parts of the machine are everywhere.
One of those pieces could have seriously hurt someone.
It's quite scary to see it, to tell you the truth. You don't think too much about it, and the next day you start looking at it going, wow, if somebody was in there.
YouTube video shows what it looks like when a washing machine detonates. Not the first time for Whirlpool.
It was like a ticking time bomb went off.
Whirlpool is getting Debbie a new washer and dryer, and this time the top is supposed to open.
Douglas is getting a top-loading washer this time. She says Whirlpool has been helpful, although she won't get her new machine for a couple weeks. Kevin Kennedy, 12 News at 10.
Samsung is recalling millions of its washing machines. News 18's Kiera Lake reports how one West Lafayette woman says a few months ago, her Samsung washer exploded in her home.
I thought maybe a tree had fallen on the house.
But it was Diane Freeman Moore's Samsung washing machine. She followed the noise to her laundry room and discovered the damage.
Holy cow, my washing machine just blew up.
Freeman Moore says she was doing her 91-year-old mother's laundry, a daily chore. She says there was not much in the washer, but the top had blown off, the machine moved forward, the drum detached, and there were dents on the body. Her husband found metal shards next to it in their utility sink.
I immediately looked on the internet and saw that Samsung washers had blown up. And in some homes, metal shards had implanted in walls. And luckily, I wasn't standing next to it.
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission reports Samsung is now recalling 34 models of top-load washing machines. According to CPSC, that is about 2.8 million machines. Freeman Moore says she purchased one of the models around 18 months ago.
We wanted quality and we wanted it to last for a long time.
She got the new Samsung washer and dryer for $3,000.
It was fine. It had no problems with it. I was satisfied with it.
But now,
nothing Samsung will ever come in this house again. Now that their phones are blowing up, I mean, really? Really? Do I want Samsung? No.
She called Samsung and says representatives came to her house to pick up the washer. She also told the men to take the Samsung dryer.
He said, are you having a problem with the dryer? No, but why would I trust the dryer if the washing machine just blew up?
According to CPSC, Samsung is offering a refund or replacement and repair for the machine. Reporting in West Lafayette, Kiera Lake, News 18.
To check serial numbers or to see if your washer has been recalled, you can head to our website, WLFI.com.
A Knoxville woman is asking why she never received a recall notice about her Samsung washing machine.
The washer came apart 2 weeks ago, literally the top flying off. Now, fortunately, no one got hurt because of this, but W8E6 on your side, consumer investigator Don Dare first talked about these machines here last January. So, Don, what do we know so far?
Well, you know, the manufacturer recalled certain models 10 months ago. That's quite a while ago. Almost 3 million top-loading machines were recalled last November because of reports of the washer top becoming detached. We first reported that customers were not getting the help they needed from Samsung after getting their recall notice. Well, at least one customer, a former combat Army nurse and now mother of two, said she never received a notice.
Look at Shannon Allred's Samsung top-loading washing machine. It's a wreck and looks like it had been in one.
Came home, and this is what we came home to. It blew up. This is the top back here. This is the back of the washer. This is the front, so it came all the way out.
The impact carved a hole in her laundry room ceiling. Violent shaking pulled the machine at least 2 feet from the wall, scraping the dryer along the way. No one had been at home when the washer went haywire.
And it gashed the side of our cabinetry here and our countertop. The hoses are pulled tight.
The top of the washer detached from the chassis, flew off, and is on its side.
It looks like a car wreck.
Yes, it looks worse than a car wreck. There's nothing to be salvaged from this.
When we talked, Shannon's laundry was still inside the tub for the repair people to see.
I have my mattress protector for my king-size bed.
She said the machine had been on medium spin when it spun out of control. 3 rods held tight during the violent shaking, but a 4th one didn't.
Yeah, so there's 4 kind of stabilizers, it looks like, in here. And this one is completely gone.
Back in November of last year, Samsung issued a recall on these defective machines.
Yes, and we were not notified of a recall. We have nothing from the mail, nothing from Samsung that we received.
This was her second Samsung in 2 years. Mrs. Allred said the first one was replaced because it wouldn't drain. In early January, Shanika Moon was the first to tell us about her recalled Samsung and the delay in getting it fixed.
They put clips on the inside.
Howard Roshashan told us in mid-January, despite the fix to his machine, he wasn't happy.
It still shakes, it still vibrates.
The vibration is not as bad as it used to be.
In February, Sonia Sharp said after weeks of calling, a technician finally fixed her recalled washer.
It takes the plastic rings that were on there and replaces them with the metal rings to keep the vibration down.
Samsung also provided Sonia with a warning label and an inlay on the control panel indicating which cycle to use.
Oh, maybe, there we go.
There he is.
There it is.
Right there.
But we've gotten nothing from Samsung.
We checked. Shannon's washer is one of those that's been recalled.
Nobody has been out. Nobody's been coming to take pictures. We've got an email that said, send us information, we'll look at it.
Mrs. Allred has the receipt to her machine and notified Samsung.
And I think somebody from their company should have come out here and assessed the damage themselves.
Samsung called Shannon today and said it will replace her washer and dryer, her shredded bedding, and throw in $200 for her inconvenience.
So tonight, Mrs. Allred is pleased with the results, happy that someone from the corporate office got in touch with her. Well, we contacted Samsung and we're told the company is working hard to ensure consumers are aware of the recall and the options available, which we outlined. The company said it's actively communicating to recalled washer owners through direct communications, through social media, and in-store communication, that it has mailed millions of home label kits to all known consumers who are affected by this recall. And Kristen and Ryan were pleased tonight that Shannon has been helped by these folks.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, they are trying. Shannon said she didn't get a recall notice. Samsung said they did mail her a notice, so there's 3 million of them. So
wow.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, Don, thank you so much.
Don, thank you. Yeah, you can see Don 6 on Your Side reports every Monday and Wednesday right here at 5 o'clock here. And if you have a consumer question, go ahead and send Don an email at ddare@wa2e.com.
Now, this is a news report from the UK, but it's about hot point machines, which are made by Whirlpool. This was like last month. Exploding washing machine door cuts face of shocked Peterborough woman. Pieces of a washing machine door drew blood after it exploded in a woman's face while she enjoyed a cup of tea. Jody Pollard was left stunned after the glass door of her hot point machine shattered in mid-cycle, leaving her with cuts to her face and causing her startled Jack Russell Queenie to run out. And the 34-year-old from Fletton was thankful that her 3 children, Khalees, Shanae, and Blaze, were at school and not sat at the kitchen table when pieces from the washing machine door flew out. A hot point engineer has now told Ms. Pollard, who has put in a complaint to trading standards, that it will take up to 5 weeks to determine what caused the fault. The mom of 3, who only had her appliance for 4 weeks before the door exploded, said, "I put the washing machine on before doing the school run. I took my children to school, came home, and the washing machine had 6 minutes left. I had a cup of tea and sat down, and there was a really loud bang and lots of smashing. I didn't think for 1 minute it could be the washing machine exploding. I stood up and realized it was the machine door. The cycle was still going, so I went to the electric box to turn the power off. There was glass flying everywhere. I think I was caught when I was sat down. If it had been earlier, the kids would have been eating their breakfasts. Who knows what would have happened? I'm still quite shocked. It was horrible." Last month, a parliamentary report found that up to 1 million defective tumble dryers are potential fire hazards in British homes due to Peterborough manufacturer Whirlpool's inadequate response to the discovery of a defect. Whirlpool, which makes hot point machines, said it could not comment on individual cases. A spokeswoman said, "The safety of consumers is our #1 priority, and we thoroughly investigate all incidents as soon as they are reported to us." We see that HE washers aren't doing the job properly. They're not doing a good job of the laundry. But here we see that in increasing cases, they're actually dangerous. They're exploding and causing injury. I'd be really, really careful. This cheap China overseas crap, yeah, it's an accident waiting to happen. If you're buying used, be really, really careful. This could be really serious. Anyway, till next video, bye.